Hi everyone and welcome to my channel English Fluency Lab, where I help you improve your English language skills. Friends, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the difference between the two words just and only. Now, many learners would feel that these two words are one and the same. Well, in a way they are. They can be used interchangeably, but there are certain situations where they have to be used separately. Now, what exactly do I mean by that? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video. So let's get started right away. So first of all, let us start with the meaning of the word just. Now the word just can be used, has several possible definitions, right? And I'm going to talk about two definitions of the word just. Now the first meaning of the word just is recently. Okay, that is definition, use number one of the word just. Okay, let's understand this with a few examples. Example number one, be careful, I just washed the floor and it's still wet. Which means I washed the floor a few minutes ago, maybe half an hour ago, maybe 1 hour ago, maybe 4 hours ago, but I have washed it recently, right? So be careful. I just washed the floor and it's still wet. Example number two, he just finished a big project. What does that mean? He finished the project very recently. Could be 1 week, could be about a month, could be about 2 months. Okay. So he just finished a big project. Okay. So that is definition number one of the word just, where you use it to mean something which has happened recently. Let's move on. Now let's understand definition number two. Definition number two is the use of the word only. Yes, now just can also be used for only. Let's understand with a few examples. I have just one brother. Now you can also say I have only one brother, right? So here is where just and only can be used interchangeably. If you remember, I said that in the beginning of the video. I have just one brother. I have only one brother. I thought you were hungry, but you ate just half of your sandwich, right? Which means you ate only half of your sandwich and no more, right? So you can also say, I thought you were hungry, but you ate only half of your sandwich. So here is where the word just in definition number two can be used for only. Okay, so just and only can be used interchangeably in these situations, right? Now let us move on to the word only, right? Now the word only can be replaced with just in most situations, right? Now that's something you need to remember, that the word only can be replaced with just in most situations, right? Let's take an example. Only 2 students came to the class on the day before Christmas. Only 2 students came to class on the day before Christmas. So you can say just 2 students came to class on the day before Christmas. So what is happening out here? Just is being used in place of only, right? Let's take another example. My kids only use the internet for schoolwork, not for playing games. My kids just use the internet for schoolwork, not for playing games. What is happening out here, friends? Instead of only, we are using the word just, right? So here are two situations, or where you can use just and only interchangeably. All right, let's move on. Now in the expression if only, you can use just if you change the structure a little bit, right? In the expression if only, you can use just if you change the structure a little bit. Now let's understand with a few examples. If only I had studied harder, I would have passed the test. If only I had studied harder, I would have passed the test. Now how can you use just? If I had just studied harder, I would have passed the test. If I had just studied harder, I would have passed the test. So what did we do? We just changed the structure a little. Okay, the pronoun I came here and you have used the word just. Let's move on. Now only and just are interchangeable with definition 2 of just, but not with definition 1. So friends, if you remember in the beginning, I've told you that just can be used for two definitions, right? Now only and just are interchangeable with definition 2 of just, but not with definition 1. Let's understand that. Definition 2, same meaning. We have just one daughter, right? We have only one daughter, right? We have just one daughter and we have only one daughter. Whereas with definition 1, it is not possible. You cannot use just and only. Definition 1, different meanings. I just washed the floor a few minutes ago, right? I just washed the floor maybe a few minutes ago. I only washed the floor. Now here, it is a totally different meaning, right? When you're saying I just washed the floor, which means that you have done it recently. But when you say I only washed the floor, which means that I didn't wash the table or anything else. I only washed the floor. I did not wash anything else. So friends, I'm going to repeat that. When you say, I just washed the floor, which means that you have just done it recently, maybe a few minutes back. But when you say, I only washed the floor, right, which means that this person has washed only the floor, he has not washed anything else. So this is very important. It can be used in definition 2, but cannot be used in definition 1. All right. So I hope that is clear, friends. Let us move on. Okay. Whether just means recently or only depends on the context. Whether just means recently or only depends on the context. Let's understand this better. Did you clean the whole house? No, I just washed the floor. Which means I only washed the floor. Did you clean the whole house? No, I just washed the floor. Okay. Which means that I only washed the floor. Right? Let's look at another example. Why is the floor wet? Because I just washed it. Right? I recently washed it. In this case, you can't use only. Why is the floor wet? Because I just washed it. You can't say because I only washed it. Right? Because I recently washed it. In this case, you can't use only. Here you can use only, but in this case, you cannot use only. So I hope that is clear, friends. Let's move on. Now, when you use just with a verb, the word order matters. When you use just with a verb, the word order matters. Let's take it. I just ate 2 pieces of pizza, which means I recently ate 2 pieces of pizza. Right? Very recently, maybe a half an hour back, maybe 1 hour back, I ate 2 pieces of pizza. I ate just 2 pieces of pizza. Right? I ate only 2 pieces, not 3, not 4, not 5. Right? So look at the difference, friends. I just ate 2 pieces of pizza, which means I recently ate 2 pieces of pizza. I ate just 2 pieces of pizza. I ate only 2 pieces, not 3 or 4 or 5. Okay. I just bought a new book, which means I recently bought a new book. Right? And I bought just 1 new book, which means I bought only 1 new book, not 2, not 3 or more. Right? So you see the difference between these two and these two. Right? So once again, I'll repeat, when you use just with a verb, the word order matters. Right? So friends, I hope you've understood the meaning of the 2 words just and only. So let's do one thing. Let's have a quiz of 10 questions where your choices are just, only, or both just and only. All right. I'm going to give you 5 seconds for each question. Let's get started. Question number 1. He started his new job last week, so he's still getting used to. Your time starts now. All right. He just started his new job last week. Right? He's still getting used to it. You can't say he only started his new job last week. Let's move on to question number 2. He eats vegetables and fruits, avoiding all junk food. Okay. Your choices are just, only, or both just and only. Your time starts now. All right. He eats only vegetables and fruits, avoiding all junk food. Let us move on to question number 3. The movie was an hour and a half long. Your time starts now. All right. The movie was, now in this case, you can use both. The movie was just an hour and a half long, or the movie was only an hour and a half long. Let's move on to question number 4. I saw him yesterday. Right? Your time starts now. I just saw him yesterday. Let us move on to question number 5. She realized she has forgotten her keys after leaving the house. Your time starts. All right. She just realized she had forgotten the keys after leaving the house. Right? You can't say she only realized. Quiz question number 6. There is one way to solve the problem. Your time starts. There is only one way, or there is just one way to solve the problem. You can use both. Let us go on to quiz question number 7. I am the one who completed the assignment. Right? This should be easy. Your time starts. I am the only one who completed the assignment. All right. Question number 8 coming up. I spoke to her this morning and she seemed fine. Your time starts. All right, the answer is I just spoke to her this morning and she seemed fine. Question number 9. The meeting lasted dash an hour, but it felt much longer. Your time starts now. Okay, the meetings lasted just or only an hour, but it felt much longer. You can use both the options. And here comes the final question, friends. You can dash enter the room if you have permission. This should be an easy one. Your time starts. All right, you can only enter the room if you have permission. So friends, how many did you get right out of 10? Please put it in the comments box. And if you have found some value in the video, please give me a like. Please subscribe to my channel. And please do press the bell. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers. Please help me reach 1,000. And I'll hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.